Mankind nah no love. Yo dog, they don't have no feelings. Yeah man, fancy face and your device now. I don't see the pass. I represent for my 2 cents podcast. I see Jagolate. I represent for TU-LOX'S, the 876 Rebel. I want to go share, I want to comment, I want to go like up later. I see Jagolate.
Mix up, we none of the mix up. We fix up the thing them when them want fix up. Like who I tell lie, who I get them dicks up. And I'm not the person I don't get it twisted up.
Blessed, welcome to another episode of the My 2 Cents podcast. I'm your host, TU-LOX'S, the 876 Rebel, and as usual, today's episode will be brought to you by Rebel 13 Collections, where creativity lives. We also do everything printing except fingerprinting, since you can log on for that. We also offer the finest and best in embroidery services in the island scene. And to check out the merchandise further, you can just log on to www.rebel13.net. You can just simply call 876-898-9888 Sedway. Also brought to you by AV Auto Body Repairs. Check them out on Instagram at AV Auto Body Repairs. I'm still a reminder to go check out Curly Locks' new book, Planet Earth, available on all digital platforms. Available in Jamaica at jamaicadeals.com. Alright, now before we start the show, I have a public service announcement to make scene. You have a little girl who is in dire need of our help. And if I can use my platform today to contribute towards this greater good, at that me go do. While me can explain the situation fully to the item, me think it better if you listen what the mom has to say. See? So all who have it in them heart for know so them can do something for that little girl, can just do something in the GoFundMe, and the links them in the description, so you can just do that something they see. So anything when you can do, I'm gonna just do that. So I'm gonna hear the mother officer real quick. See?
Good morning. All right, my name is TASHOY Brown. I am the mother of Araya Turner. She was born last year, so she was born on the 10th of September 2020. She was born with a condition known as an anorectal malformation. So what that means is that her anus was not open. So 12 days after birth, they did a surgery known as a colostomy. So the colostomy, that's where the stool and gas exits her body through the stoma. They put it on her, they bring a side of your large intestine and they stitch it on your belly. So that's where the opening would be. That's where, oh Lord, that's where the she passes stool and gas from. Now I was waiting on the hospital system to get the second surgery done because her condition consists of 3 surgeries. So I was waiting on the hospital system to get the second surgery done until about, I think it was about it's more than 3 weeks now that I noticed that I see stool starting to come through her vagina. So I took her to the hospital, and when I took her there, they said that they looked at her. The doctor said that, it's not an emergency. So I took her back home. I consulted the pediatric surgeon. He examined her, but he said that everything looks okay for now. And then based on all that's happening now in the country with the pandemic and, COVID cases and lack of oxygen, I can't get a date to get the surgery done through the public system. So I went ahead and I did a private consultation to get the surgery done. The second surgery would cost 735,000 Jamaican dollars. Now, to tell you that it's an easy task, I would be lying. I currently work from home. And it's really challenging, but any help at all given would be greatly appreciated because I really want to get the surgery done for her. So I'm imploring anyone that can help. Your help is greatly appreciated, and it's heartbreaking, but I have to keep strong. I have to keep strong for my girls. So honestly, any help given, much appreciated. Thank you.
All right, so I want to hear what I go on. Just do what you can do for that little girl. Like it could have been anyone away. You them. So I say, so we have to look out for each other. Said we, regardless of Babylon I try bring right now. Alright, so you know the thing already before me start the show. I have to feature a talent. Alright, so all of the people them know when we say, yo, we not give up our rights. And we are not sheep and we not drop asleep. We're not gonna like that one, yeah. See, because Babylon don't know who we are and that song your name. They don't know by the youth name. Legend, check out that song, yeah.
Coming from near collateral, yeah, we coming from far. We burning the system to the ground. Babylon system, it must go. Tell them we not fighting for vanity, because we have love for humanity. Tell them we not frightened for cure. I idolize no superstar. Them take away your identity. No, we don't know who we are. We fighting like we are enemy for the things we can take from this world. We need to eradicate them policies, stay away from them Pharisees. Them want to lock off the air you breathe, yeah. Little children, follow me. You got to stand up for your right without apology. So me speak my mind like I am Socrates. I swing the sword against Babylon like Japanese, yeah. Cover me while I'm in the battlefield. I said we rolling in the battlefield. They don't know who we are. We coming from near collateral, yeah, we coming from far. We burning the system to the ground. Babylon system, it must go down. We killing them silent, now make no sound. So all of my soldiers raise up right now. Them say that is...
Alright, you see that? So now go on over there, go support Legend and Legend music, because I come do it. Seeing a them type of song, yeah. When you know about watch it jump up, you know. And the hype, you know, and the Afro Tree song, them, you know. A them song, yeah, a world song. Where the world go after. So nobody watch a little man them more time, I just do the little Afro Tree music and think of them a run things. No, them a rule hype. Hype and heights are two different something. So if you don't believe the Legend sound good, just go and nobody go pack up and support Legend journey. Seeing, because I don't know say that me advocate for. Just look out for some of the youth them out there do the thing and them do it the real way and them do it the proper way, see? Alright, and when you say talent and I think I man them alone bad. Nothing to me like a bad female. You see me, see that girl, I don't know her. I just see her video and I just know that she need for out because we need more female in our thing too, you know. So people, I could just get in some more female in our thing. You see me I say, that girl, I don't know her from nowhere, she bad. Tell me if you don't agree.
Sick of the voice in the head. Feel like me can't even sleep in my bed. Sit down with my pen and a pencil out on me. Can I make this bird? I feel on for the shade. I feel help my brother and sister. Them can't wait for the things up with. People's couple of me niggas and lyrics. You're gone sick of this. Infectious like syphilis. Pun synonyms, metaphors. I got the lyrics. Play upon words, I puzzle. You put on me like a pianist. Make your run go check on your brain. Not a neurologist. Yes, I am female JXO. My name lyrics. See I puzzle your head like a card game. Some say my flow is crazy. Some say it's insane. Your preset, I put a verse up on rewind and then press play.
So me that tell you no. So when you go on over there go support me no know what she name. You see me? When you find out who tag her as much as you can tag her, share her thing them. One thing with me when I see the talent them, I'm not afraid to play them. Whether you pay me or not, me I go show about your thing out there if you're bad. So me don't know that girl but I share the brata for the week, yeah. See? Can a part of the thing now I do a name brata. That's how I just go out and I find one song and I like it and I just go so boom and fling it in. See me? And you will just see yourself, so if you don't know that girl and you rate her, anybody will know that be, I just tag her and tell her, say TU-LOX'S, she bad. See? Alright, now to the show.
Open the contract, be of yourself. Use yourself, bro, God.
Alright, I'm going to start to the episode now. Alright, I'm going to start to the show with that thing we name Two Mouth Cutlass. You say one thing, then you do the next. See? Alright, watch this now. I remember now, you know, This not politically motivated in any kind of way. I'm just a citizen, and just like any normal citizen, I have a right to express my agreement or my disagreement as a citizen in another country. Anywhere I see fit, as long as to me, I not disrespect nobody or me I try to belittle nobody. I just normal questions when me want know, me ask. Now, when you say this,
I would like to make promise. I make commitment. And under the Labour Party government, we are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big power plants. We are going to ensure that we bring to this country the big energy companies that can put the money in here to build the plants to give you cheaper and better electricity.
good idea. When you say that, liar. You say that, then we see this. When you say that. So you see, it's a case of, it coming like, let me tell you what is this. Let me show you exactly what I go on there. So I try to go on a metaphor now. Watch this. You ever meet a girl yet? And when you meet her, she like you, Jesus. And it feels so good. Girl, you and her talk and boom. When she meet you, you have one girl and you say, boy, me and her up on the rocks and things. So when you tell her, say you and the girl up on the rocks now, she goes so boom and she will do anything. I nicest girl. Trust me, you know, if you tell her if you do nothing, she just nice. And she say, what you? I can't believe she so she deal with you, man. I never treat you. So you mean for tell me say the girl there with you? And she don't never ever take up your clothes and wash them. She don't cook for you, she don't make sure you have a tea or nothing. She make gas take you up. I can't believe it. And you stay so boom and you say blow wow. And I say you can't hungry, you can't uncomfortable, house clean. And you just make up your mind now and say, watch ya. I don't need them other idiot girl in my life. I get rid of that. And you go so boom and tell girl, say, girl, you're done. You have to go. You're an idiot, girl. I meet the queen. I meet the realest girl I ever chat to. You're done. Me and you're not in and nothing. You're not ready. And then, next girl, let's go to boom and take her shame and gone. New girl, let's go to boom now. Same girl. We cook and make sure say you eat. Make sure say house clean. 2 months pass. If so much. No bathroom not clean. When you come home, she say, what you come to you can't just look for something for yourself. No, sir, I can't bother this man here. You come like you take me for a robot. She don't want to cook, she don't want to clean. Matter of fact, she now agrees in full. So you have to take you up. Just like when the man them want the woman them, and the nicest man, kind vice versa. I see them so them deal with the situation when them want your vote. But when them get in and them get comfortable, they don't usually carry out these promises they make. Them were nice when them run for election, you know. I mean, I talk politician, I talk people. When the girl them run for election, are the sweetest girl. Because she want you vote her in, put her in a position of power. And you know what kind of girl. Now we've been putting these people in a position of power for years. So now, we see clear at who them people are. Them say one thing, then them do the next. Last week, me did show you one thing, and then them do the next. So I'm show you again cheap, quick and fast. Same for them, I show you back. See that?
How dare you impose on me to put something in my body that I don't want?
You know,
Can't we find a better way?
find a better way.
You know, we can't continue infringe on individual rights. So there is no need for any vaccines. In fact, we don't believe that is something that would meet the constitutional test.
When you see that? Liar See me show you today? Constitutional rights, where it gone? The people them don't want it. What about their constitutional rights? No, instead, this person, just because his mind change and gone over our next side now and him think different and him feel differently about where him never used to like. Him feel differently. But the stance we make in other video now. So through him feel different, the world supposed to feel different. If you did feel this way at a point, Mr. Prime Minister, you must can understand so you have a whole heap of people who did feel the same and who still hold them stance. So how come all of a sudden these people are the people in Jamaica who is giving most of the problems simply because them not think like you? You should understand the mindset more than everybody else because you were of this very same mindset not too long ago. So why you not choose to understand them and find another way to approach them rather than make them look like them are just some troublemaker or out, or just big and fool. Conspiracy theorists, them just hear something and I want it. If people hear things that it makes sense, I that them are gonna do. If gunshot a lick down the road, peer shot a lick and you are run gun off, you go see what go on. Or you look and say, be people are run come in your direction with them here wide open. And you say, what go on down there? And I say, people are dead. You go down there go dead? Or you go see them people there? We are run towards you with them here wide open, looking frightened as hell. You call them conspiracy theorists? You go down there go get your gunshot before you figure out if people down there are dead for true? Now back to the Japanese public service. In the first video you said clearly, say you can bring in some other power plant so we can have cheaper electricity. So that means if the power company have competition, automatically them cannot oppress the people with them high light bill. Because guess what, they would have competition. People would have the option to go get it somewhere else. And all know, not like that never happened in Jamaica. Before nor after the election. So most of the things when they say, oh, no, go back on them as soon as you get the seat. And that was a severe case of cock mouth kill cock. These people oppress the poor. Now, enough people that say, oh, a 3.5 JPS did start in terms of an increase and the OUR only give them 1.4. Okay, nice. And that make it better, right? The bill where you can hardly pay already if it raised by a point and not even a percent, the people still can't afford it. So that is no comfort in a country where you can't buy bread. You can't buy simple grocery where minimum wage not raise, but everything else are raised. How much sense that make? To anybody we have sense. Everything in Jamaica increase except poor people pay. How much sense that make? And this does not make me a PNP or a Labour right. This make me a concerned citizen who feels that I have the right to just express myself. Whosoever them choose or them vote in as a leader, I don't know if I have respect for that person there, because the job of running the country not easy either. But if you take up the job for running the country, expect criticism. You have to deal with it. You have to deal with it. Running any country at all in the world does not come without criticism. So any leader who can't take criticism is not a true leader. So you have to hard up, tough up your skin. Stop run go lock up two little people down the road where express themselves in the only way them know how. Them shouldn't do it. I will never agree with that. But how is it? That's when these people open their mouth. The police just seem to know them jobs so good. Me telling about double standard. Double standard in other country more than every other country in the world. Me don't know about no other country yes me live. But when you talk about double standard, a Jamaica double standard live. Look, I'm sure a whole lot of people talk about this already, but look on over there.
She can do it. Last week. Look, Bellier. No movement there. Where's the check? Post it tomorrow.
What fun it is, eh? Oh, what fun. The man him said. Now me can tell him straight up. So me not have nothing against none of them two man here. None of these people on this tape. Neither Green or Bellamy. You understand? Me not have nothing against them. Because guess what happened? We have this tendency to believe that people are perfect. No, they are not. But when you are put in a position of leadership in any kind of way, certain actions are not expected of you. Now, I see whole of people, I go hard over it and I say, oh, believe it or not, whole of people, them not shocked about the video itself, you know. Whole of people, I see, attack, them a lick out on the people, them a video it and post it. Why would you lick out on the person who video it and post it? I'll tell you why them video it and post it. Them a parrot somebody will probably show them $1 million at one time, so the law not apply to them. That coming like you a par with a man where you seen commit murder in front of a team of police and the police them not lock him up nor nothing. When you did the one next day when him a commit murder, you think you're afraid to take out your phone? Because to you this man is above the law. So the people them video it and post it, them do it because them know so them friend operate this way with impunity. Politicians have always operated with impunity. The law not apply to them. The law is for poor people. Me tell you not fool. Jamaica double standard, rich people not got prison. I've seen cases in Jamaica where the rich man, them have to beg him to take the sentence for them game. It come like a man who have him woman and every day him beat her and she not say nothing at all. What you think? Him a go shock and tell him little son to put on the video camera when him take it up? No. Him always get rid of it so the video makes no difference. Matter of fact, me get so used to beating this woman here, and me call my son and tell him to video it. Look how you deal with girl boy. So you beat woman. Me can do what me want to do because me always operate towards her with impunity, no repercussion. So guess what? The politician them do it because them can do it. And then the wickedest part, everybody see Andrew run out and head roll. Bellamy and Green quit same time. And then guess what we see? Look on the headline. You see what the headline say? Government would have lost support if Green had stayed. I may assume the same for Bellamy. See? So basically the Prime Minister run out and he make sure so them quit and whatever the case may be. Because guess what? Them have lost support. Not because what they did was wrong, you know, but because the government would have lost support. Where to me, the government has lost anyway. It's not because them broke the curfew, you know. It's not because them should have lead by example, you know. It's because the government would have lost support. Here what happened? The government is not thinking clearly, and the same thing will happen to Bellamy and Green, and the same thing will happen to the Prime Minister and the office. Because guess what happened? It's like you say and do things without even think about it, because you have been saying and doing things without even thinking of the repercussion. When it comes to poor people, there is no repercussion. And we rule them, and not them rule we. So we do what we want to do because we are in the position of rulership, leadership. You understand? And the rest of house slave them with them island. You can't say anything when you want to say now. Too much double standard in Jamaica. And this is what I've been trying to tell a lot of people. Pure double standard. Them people do what them want to operate how them want to operate simply because them can. We care about the Jamaican people. Lie your PNP and Labour right. We care about the positions we are put in so we can eat our food and move on. That we care about. Nobody never really come care about the people. You know why? Because the people don't care about themselves. If you buck up in a position where somebody try to bully you, the first time a man they try to bully you, you lick out 2 teeth, you think he might do it again? Never. He'd bully the whole school and pass you. Because I know him can't do it. But these people treat with this way because them can. Now after Bellamy and thing there, do them resignation. Look on the next one here. Green to play a stronger role in Parliament, says PM. Remember, you know, so somebody who broke the curfew. Somebody who don't respect him own government. Trust me, it's not have nothing to do with Mr. Green. I know them enough respect. You know what I mean? That's why I say Mr. Man, I respect everybody in a position of leadership. And nobody not perfect. None. But I'm supposed to can reason on an intellectual level and express myself. I don't disrespect nobody. I have nothing against Bellamy, nothing against Green, nothing against Mr. Holness. But when we say things, when I make no sense, we have to talk about them. How much people lose them work anyway at all and get a better job? Or get back a position in the same company there where you lose the work? How much people, especially after you spit in the face of your own organization, how much people get back a job in the same organization there? How much people? How long it going to take for poor people see clear? So them people are not respect we. And we, if we never have no power towards legislation, towards the running of our country, towards any important decisions in our country, no one would have asked you to vote. If them ask if you vote, it means your opinion is important. And if your opinion is important in the electoral process, it should be important in the advancement and the running of your country. So after them get your vote, after that we don't need enough to say nothing, you know. All talk in a way, all do in a way, every single thing a way. And if we get up and we express ourselves and say, you nah do this right, and you nah do that right, you press way, you lock way up. Them time the law work. Sudden, the law just make sense. Them time there. Every youth when you lock up for curfew law, apologize to them. Me ask Uno if you do that, Uno owe them an apology. Because the curfew laws no make no sense if some people have to adhere to it and some people don't have to. It no make no sense. And then guess what? I'm going to tell you again this week. If you are the leader of the country and you not lead by example, the people will not listen to you. If you are going to say this and then you go back go do that, the people will not take you seriously. Never, that will never happen. I could talk about Beenie, man. You remember the artist there? We do a commercial. The man do a commercial, you know, for a dance. And the dance we do the commercial for, I keep during the time of the curfew restrictions. And because of that, this man was arrested and fined, and he had to pay. So where was the law when these men, the politician them, they upon the video? Clear. Them actually broke the law and make sure bold enough to tell you the law where them are broken up. And not even one of these men were embarrassed. Like on a quick for embarrass Beenie man and haul before the court to pay one fine. But on a quickly embarrass an ambassador for the country who has done a lot for Jamaica in terms of respect, tourism, everything. We can't ignore get a youth all in the want, you know. But no for only within a jacket and tie, you know, important to the country, like none of them get a youth there. None of the artists them. None. Country boy them like Usain Bolt them and the athlete them will bring glory to Jamaica. When I put on the jealousy, put on the facts on the jacket and tie never bring glory to Jamaica yet. Never. With no PhD and all of these things, we're supposed to make you better than somebody. And the sad thing with the country is the facts of the country go back way because nobody not have no sense right now. Social media make you think, me tell you, social media trick the whole lot and make you think so not protest, Stop make comments, make you think on protest. And enough people as a commenting and me think them about, oh, so when you do your show and attack, you attack. No, me never have to do my show and attack on behalf. Me never have to use my platform and talk on behalf of the people. My show is to spark interest in the facts that yo, you need to stand up for the right. So if me take my platform and do this, me I play my part in order for the people them understand say collectively them separate way. When we are not together, we are weak. But guess what? The comments and the comment section them giving our impressions and are a part of the solution. No, not part of the problem because you keep talking in the comment section. You not do the right thing. You not march go garden house peacefully, by the way, and demand that your rights be respected. No. What is that? You comment so your rights be respected. After that, what you do? What will that change? I've never seen a country run by the country's comment section. Never. So if we not step out and go do that something the real way, peacefully, by the way, respectfully, by the way. The suck your mama prime minister and them something there, me not agree with them thing there. Foolish dog bark at flying bird. The prime minister flying bird, him not have time for foolish dog. You have to reason upon them level. Tired for telling you. Junior gang tell you, so the old slave mill is grinding slow, but grinding still. It just sad that most people can't see it. Harriet Tubman said I could have freed a million more slaves. If only they knew they were slaves. I mean, live to see it. When the government can come out and decide to them make something mandatory, but at the same time, they might tell us they have constitutional rights. That island water, that oxymoron. That doesn't make no sense. There is no right if you can't decide say you don't want something. Or you decide say you want something. Or you make decisions for yourself and you can't think for yourself because you and where you say goes. There's nothing constitutional about that. Not even close. Them no favor in no way. You say no, the unvaxxed now go get free ride after the vaccinated. See? No, you see, you're not very smart. Because remember, phone campaign is that most of the people I said, the people I want it, is based in conspiracy theory, right? That's a funny thing when I run with But if you keep coming out with these things, there's a rumor going around. Because me no know the facts to this, that you take Bill Gates money. I could say that's true. When you come with these things, seeing how you can explain to the people why them for do it, for make it make sense. That's the thing, that's the problem. You can always explain, say, yo, take this. If you cannot tell them why for make it make sense, then them not gonna want it. They will not take it. So guess what you do? You only pour oil in the fire and make the fire blaze more. People are gonna believe this Bill Gates thing. People are gonna believe all type of thing because you now approach that thing with intellect. The intellect when you're supposed to have when you go to school for have. You now approach that. As I'm telling you, fire everybody we advise you. Them now have no sense. Most of it so far, people with sense understand the part them will make sense. But the part them when don't make no sense, people still have a right to tell you when don't make no sense. And this is one of them. If you ever make something mandatory, do not ever go up on another podium go speak of Jamaican people having any form of constitutional rights. No kind of rights, by the way, none. Rights and constitution and all of the tuitional them only belong to rich people. Jamaicans, normal law abiding Jamaicans do not have any constitutional rights. Them trim one little Rasta girl, see there? It gone silent. I know nobody in charge. What the rights? What the constitutional rights? We have a good idea. Some of the money them where you get, all these grants, just go to everybody except poor people. I could say poor people. Nobody take it. Build some hospital, no, sir. Make mandatory emotional and financial support for the people in the healthcare sector. The healthcare sector gets show up wicked now. And it don't look good pound. Because we take money and I build new prison. All type of thing when I put money in, we could have stay. We could have stay and we get billions of dollars towards that something so fast. But none never go in a crime. One of Jamaica major sore. What is affecting these people more? Just the big C? Or would you agree that this is a collective of things? And not just the big C that kill people in Jamaica. In my opinion, you need to just stop force the people them. For take it. It coming like you have a teenage child. And you tell her you, they say, yo, no partying, no this, no that, no smoking, no ray. The more you force them not to, and the more them get curious. I say, yo, I'm born a spliff and say, because my father bad mind, because I'm an old man, And that happen. The more you force them people to say them to take it, and the more them fear kick in as to why them must not take it. So if you just relax and start some program, educate the people upon it. Real education, not bad them up. Just tell them some things, explain, and who agree will agree and who don't agree won't agree. You never always have 100% and nothing, sir. You go always have who agree and who disagree. But if your aim is to get majority for do this thing, you can't bad them up for do it. Jamaican and some people you can bad up. You're supposed to know this. I mean, know sometime when you come out with something and then you see the people and they really want it or them against it, you feel like they might embarrass the government. I tell you why embarrass the government. Crime. Crime might embarrass the government. Bad too. Crime make you look like some of the most incompetent fools ever touched the world. And think about the facts of crime, because of social media, have been now magnified and glorified. You have to go figure out how to do something about that. And stop pointing fingers on every idea when you get at the poorer class, at the poor people, at the artists them, at every other thing except uno. The same mentality where some of them girls have now, and that me say with government develop. They will never take accountability for be a big, major part of the problem them we are going to Jamaica right now. And next thing I make a beg. You see the Jamaican them in the diaspora? See where the Jamaican them in their yard. Because them in the actual, them there are ground zero. When you're in another country where you benefit, and you get your right money and you get something and you can afford life, you can't cast judgment from that space there. So sometimes when you're not casting the judgment upon the one them left a yard as if them just unruly and can't hear, you have to in a them position for really understand where some of them are go through. Some of them are rough, some of them are unruly, but you cannot put all of them in a one bag and just say Jamaican. Enough people at Jamaica suffer bad right now, long before Big C. So you can just imagine right now where everything are raised in a Big C except your pay. Here's where I don't blame the government. See? Look you know. If you get a chance, for example, you go to a man and you take out the money and you say, sell me some East Indian. I'm just take up the East Indian gear, you half and the money and you say, no, I want the money, man. What you gonna do? You take the East Indian and funny man go put them in your car and drive away? Or you go say, no man, if you're not sell me the mango, I'm just humbly. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I have the dignity and my pride, my driver, because do you tell look like him mad, if I give me the mango them free, I try buy them. No. If you get the mango free, I will take them. Don't be a hypocrite. It come in like this. A woman meet a man and the man say, look here my girl, me not like nobody. Me not want nobody to do it. Nobody, me not like nobody. Anybody when me there that just clot and go. And then you talk about, no sir, watch out, but me like you don't. You force up yourself and you decide your mind so you can change that boy there. And the man clap out your belly, then you that, man can't believe them use me now. But after me there, the boy me did it with him for about a year. But the boy was something me beat me, just pure sex and just have me a wash and a clean and a cook and me do. Boy, I'm just be doing it hurt but bad. You not sorry for that girl eh? No, don't be a hypocrite. She use herself. So in that case, yeah, that girl there are the people them. They're addicted to being used. No matter what race, quiet. Because guess what? The new norm is whatever race it's expensive, so we can hype with it. So when things raise in a matter, because we grew up with a mentality say, yo, man of the cheapness. I not shop a Bashka, I not shop a Ray, I not the cheapness, hypeness me deal with. So guess what? When things raise, even if we not agree with it, we stay silent, you know why? Because we're going to look broke. So believe it or not, most of the mess that we go through right now as Jamaican people, and we cause it by ourselves. Babylon use them social media and their media for big protests out of way. No one is protesting. That's why no matter what them do to it, we laugh and act like we're happy. Because we grew up as a bunch of hypocrite. Because if me look out through bread raised, me I look broke. No fool you Let me tell you something, man. You see most of you know why I'm in a condition here? I want terrible disease when most poor people have when you self-pity. You know true man I get a youth star. Man born poor. Man ray but man must make it here. You see that? 15 shot in your spine, no crippling like self-pity. Nothing, not the real success, more self-pity. Because self-pity, it can help and it can hurt, you know. Because you have some people who have the ability for them self-pity turning in one thing with them saying, as some born at this my condition, them look down upon me, alright, me I go look up. But that's the minority. The majority hug self-pity. Man, I get a youth. So you just stay in the ghetto till you're 70, then you curse politician. And we have the power to fix our life, our earth with life. We, all that in our hands. And if we don't start thinking some way like we have sense, and Lego self-pity and every other thing that minimizes your efforts toward your own upliftment, we have a suffer boy at the end of the day. When you refuse to swear Babylon and deal with, refuse. And physical control, a joke thing compared to mental control. Babylon are controlling them mentally, and them should be taught through them social media, and them should be taught through everything. If you not look, create challenge. One of the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Everybody a jump off a crepe and a broke up. Man broke their neck. People broke all type of part on them. Why anything cause that? You know, original. Wasn't it something that you saw that influenced you to do that? So how social media now no power? Mental control. Social media control the whole of everybody are the same now. One bag of whore, one bag of waste man regular rule. I you make a comment from my last video like him say. People do what them want do. I say no, people do what them program for do. I'm gonna prove it. Control of the physical a joke thing. When you put a gun on a man's head and say, give me that chain here, you put a gun on a man's head and tell him say, yo, you have to work this and bring this, come give me. Or you put a gun on a man's head and tell him say, you need 20% out of fee profit every month then. Extortion or whatever the case. That's a joke thing. Mental control. A supreme control. You can rule people's mind, you rule the world. See? Check back in the day. And that go on now. Mental control. Now for you that say nobody not controlling nobody not fool or blind and a blind. Check back in the day. When you'd have two slave masters, a little old frail man and his wife. And them own a plantation. And on that plantation you have 300 slaves. And probably 3 or 4 overseer. Do the maths there if we should have an uprising and decide so we're going to take the house. Easy take. Then you escape and go start your life up in our bush somewhere and be like the Maroons. And start your own life, own rules, own everything. Fight for freedom, literally. More than live for death. Live for death, meaning they gave you Christianity. White Jesus. Yeah man, take all of the beating down here. And most of you did believe it. And your ancestors believed that bullshit. Up until to the day them control we mentally. With the promise of some nice place after we take all of the stress of earth. And while we take ourselves off of the grid, them they enjoy all of the earthly riches. So yeah man, you can be controlled. People are being controlled. And the same thing I say I go on now, check it. The same way them would separate the slave them by way of divide and rule Willie Lynch. Are the same way them separate the people them now with vax and unvax. So none of we not gonna be able to escape this thing. Because you against me and me against you, so we can't come together and plan. The whole heap of things in the country you could have focused on. I now say if you ignore the pandemic, it's real. But find better strategies. Find better ways to deal with this. Try to educate the people. Try to reach out to them. Try to reason with them. Don't bad them up. People more to listen to you without the aggressive undertone. See? Blessed. We've come to the end of another My 2 Cents podcast. And as usual, I'm asking if you love and respect the content, share, like, subscribe. Do the thing that make the thing work. See? And remember to support the merchandise. www.rebel13.net or simply call our WhatsApp 876-898-988. Big up all of the rebel them, all of the supporters. See? Stay tuned for enough more content. See?